over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm the begging on one of my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo. What you mean? Woo. And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Bills are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Pats, who will need to solve that secondary.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. To throw is Goff. Left side completion to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Now a first down throw. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newman. And he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Goff on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again is gone. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, Goff. throw left side complete. That's Goodman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the more mobile quarterbacks in the league, and that's Tyrod Taylor.
7-6 as a first-time starter in 2015. He did a really nice job taking care of the football. 20 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions.
Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On first down, it's gone. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And it's good to make it 14-0. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
And he blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got a man. Complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
On 1st down, Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And it is now 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? by being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now here's a carry heading left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And they give this time to the tailback. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Come on, let's go.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But really short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Out of the gun, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet. And that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job. And I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to them.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On 3rd down, Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So possession changes hands on the final play of the first quarter. 28-0 is our score. And we're back to upstate New York after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Jones has it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Encroachment defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Goff. And he fires one incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Goff throwing again. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Back to throw. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Jared Goff taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammate.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, that's Bryant. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Patriots continue to roll. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with the crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. It's Taylor. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 3rd down, Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Here's Goff. He's going to go for, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They go play action with Taylor. He's going to let this one go deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And he's been magnificent as we start to roll on all these touchdown passes he's had so far. It's been fun to watch.
It's been almost poetic, hasn't it? Captain, my captain. And this captain is playing so well and leading his team. As you mentioned, the great number of touchdown passes. He's looking really, really sharp.
Now maybe he just wants to add to that total, right?
And why not? More the merrier.
Right. He's done right here. He's done on the right. Down on the right. Here we go. Like 20. We got three, fellas. We got three.
From the gun, here's Goff. Looking downfield for Jones. The swing pass caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now, second quarter, you're losing, you're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Come on, let's go. White, London. White, London. Flex round. Flex round.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 42. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those highlights.
Might be a little biased. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now out come the Patriots. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
Super one. Harbaugh. Here we go, G. Orange.
To throw is gone. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots continue to roll. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second-and-goal situation.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Bills have really struggled out of the gate here. The Patriots took control of the game, and unless something drastic changes, it seems like they might be able to coast to victory. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Now first and 10, Newman's wide open on the deep pass, and it leads to a touchdown. Lead now at 14. First and 10, Newman's found on the quick pass, and 38 yards later, he's going in for the score. Patriots up now by 21. Now first and 10, Newman's found on the quick pass and catched it. And this two-play drive goes for a TD. Following the forced fumble, here the pass will be completed into coverage, and that goes as a 34-yard touchdown. The blowout continues. First and 10, Jones is wide open down the field, and this will go for a touch. What a first half it's been. Now first and 10, Newman's by himself here. He gone. The Patriots offense still getting it done. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player spotlight. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point Might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38.
Taylor now to throw on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Watch right. We got right. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots continue to roll. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Now a handoff here to his running back. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
On third down, Adams. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go.
Play action. Now Taylor. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And to give this time to the tailback. Tough to bring Bryant down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Let's go! White 90!
Taylor operating from the gun. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose. The football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Taylor. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
Here we go. 120.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Tough to bring Bryant down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for New England, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.